for you will be from the moments when the family of a former Prime Minister, Manmohan Singh, arrived at the banks of Yamuna River to immerse his ashes. The BJP has put out these images to claim that Gandhi family has further insulted the legacy of Dr. Manmohan Singh by not showing up to collect his remains, and not a single member of the Congress party was present either.
Today, after the cremation yesterday, today they took the ashes for immersion in the holy river. And what happens? Where were all those people who wanted to be photographed yesterday and who were talking about the camera lenses on being on one and not the other? Was the Congress party, which is making, some of their leaders are making this noise, the Gandhi family, which are saying that indignity has been heaped and the departed leader has been insulted? I don't see that. Full military honors, all the thing. Prime Minister went not only to the late leader's residence, so did several other senior leaders.
Now, Congress instead is pointing to what they call shoddy arrangements of the funeral ceremony of Dr. Manmohan Singh. Congress claims that no news agencies were allowed to cover the event except Doordarshan, and their focus was only on the Prime Minister. Congress also claims that only 3 chairs were provided for the family in the front row, and the family of Manmohan Singh was given inadequate space around the pyre. BJP has countered each and every of these allegations and asserted that national functions are always only covered by Doordarshan, and the government has no role whatsoever in directing their coverage. Further, BJP says that 5 seats had been earmarked for the family in the first row itself. In fact, they also decoded. They said 4 of them were used by Manmohan Singh's wife and 3 daughters. Here are the charges and the counter charges from both sides.
निगमबोध घाट पर कब आपने सुना कि किसी पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री की अंत्येष्टि हुई है? उसके बाद जो बदइंतजामी थी वो आप सबने देखी। न आपकी एजेंसी अंदर अलाउड थी, सिर्फ दूरदर्शन अलाउड था अंदर, और दूरदर्शन कवरेज प्रधानमंत्री और मंत्रियों पे दे रहा था। अरे साहब, जिनकी अंत्येष्टि है उनके परिवार पर आपका फोकस नहीं है। मनमोहन सिंह जी के परिवार के लिए फ्रंट रो में 3 कुर्सियां, उनकी 3 बेटियां हैं, उनकी पत्नी है, उन बेटियों के परिवार हैं। कांग्रेस के नेताओं ने संघर्ष करके, जद्दोजहद करके और कुर्सियां लगवाई फ्रंट रो में। अमित शाह गृह मंत्री का जब मोटर कारों का कॉन्वॉय आया तो पूरी फ्यूनरल प्रोसेशन को डिसरप्ट कर दिया।
क्या नेहरू गांधी परिवार इस स्तर तक गिर जाएगा कि डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह जी के नाम पर, उनकी मृत्यु पर भी राजनीति करेगा? और राहुल गांधी जी को तो देश से माफी मांगनी चाहिए। अरे 2013 में किसकी सरकार थी? आपकी ही यूपीए की सरकार थी। आपने ही निर्णय लिया था कि कहां पर संस्कार होंगे, लास्ट राइट्स कहां पे होंगे, इन्होंने निर्णय लिया था। जबकि मोदी सरकार ने आकर कैबिनेट मीटिंग बुलाकर जहां एक और उनको श्रद्धांजलि दी, वहीं पर उनका स्मारक बनाने के लिए जगह की मंजूरी दी।
Now, the Gandhi family has repeatedly come under fire from both the BJP as well as family members of their own leaders. When former Prime Minister Narasimha Rao passed away, Sonia Gandhi did not even attend his last rites, nor did the Congress build a statue in his honor or confer the Bharat Ratna upon him. This is not us saying it, viewers, but the members of PV Narasimha Rao's own family. They say the Congress did not want his mortal remains in Delhi and persuaded the family to conduct last rites in Hyderabad. They did much worse than that, as we will hear from our guest firsthand. But before that, listen into former President Pranab Mukherjee's daughter, who in an exclusive conversation with Navika Kumar said that Congress did not even hold a CWC condolence meeting or pass a resolution following her father's demise. However, that is not all. BJP has further gone on to claim that Pandit Nehru barred Congress workers from attending the funeral of India's first Deputy PM Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and Nehru himself did not attend the funeral of India's first President, Rajendra Prasad.
उनको जरा एक 20 साल पीछे मुड़ के देखना है। मनमोहन सिंह के गवर्नमेंट में उनका गुरु पीवी नरसिम्हा राव को क्या रेस्पेक्ट दिए थे। 2 गज का जमीन दिल्ली में नहीं मिला। उस दिन पीवी नरसिम्हा राव को कहाँ कौन आए थे? आपका सोनिया गांधी भी नहीं आए उस जमाने में। आप लोग वहाँ उनका एक स्टैचू नहीं लगाए पीवी नरसिम्हा राव का, और इतना साल आप रह के एक भारत रत्न दिए क्या आपको नरसिम्हा राव जी को?
Congress did not even hold a condolence meeting by CWC, and they did not pass any formal condolence message by CWC. So I was a little surprised that why wasn't it being held, and I inquired from a few leaders, and one of them said that CWC don't do it for the president, doesn't do it for the presidents. When President K.R. Narayanan passed away, CWC held a condolence meeting, and the condolence message was drafted by my father only.
Joining me now on the broadcast is Chandru Verma, BJP national spokesperson, NV Subhash, former Prime Minister PV Narasimha Rao's grandson, Siddharth Sharma of the Aam Aadmi Party, he's a spokesperson, Lokesh Jindal, political analyst, and Pooja Mishra, Samajwadi Party's national spokesperson. Lokesh Jindal, first of all, let's play out for our viewers the pictures that were put out by the BJP. Do you think it is okay for nobody from the Congress party to come for collecting the ashes of former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh?
Yes, good evening, everybody. You know, when we talk about funeral and funeral rites, it's a very sensitive matter, and petty politics should not be an arena when we are dealing with such sensitive occasions. Now, why Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was not given a funeral in the Ghat when he deserved it?
Mr. Jindal, that has been debated for the last 2 days, which is why I started with a specific question that pertains to what happened today. Especially because you have been alleging that the other side has been inconsiderate in their treatment of former Prime Minister. Do you think it is okay for not one Congress leader, as alleged by the BJP, to turn up for the ashes collection today and immersion?
Well, I don't think that this accusation by BJP is true. There were various
You don't
Congress
think, or do you know that for sure?
No, I do not believe. I refuse to accept this claim and statement that is given that there was no Congress leader over there.
Can you name
give
any of
homage
the
and
Congress
respect.
leaders that were present there?
No. But similarly, this particular
you're assuming,
statement
basically.
is without any basis. No, I refuse to accept this.
But what is the basis of your refusal, sir? That's what I'm trying to understand. Because we tried to go through all the images that were available and we couldn't recognize anybody from the Congress party.
No,
but you would do a better job at that.
No, because right from 28 December up till now, there was a constant reminder by the Congress to the government to give all due honors to Dr. Manmohan Singh. He was very close to the party, and for every
So you were so
congressman,
busy.
right?
So Congress leaders were so
Let
busy
me
asking the BJP to do something for a leader that belongs to the Congress party that they forgot to do what they were supposed to do for the Congress leader?
Right from every social media handle to every congressman, there were all forms of mournings, and there was the message.
Sir, I have
towards the
4
loss of
pictures
Dr.
right
Manmohan
now
Singh.
on the screen, and in
No,
these
the
4
picture
pictures, I do
that
not
is being
see any
portrayed.
Congress leader. Are you genuinely saying that?
That's almost like, you know, it's almost shameful that when the due honors were not given, now a false picture is being portrayed.
But then, sir, which is why I started with you. I said I also could not believe it, to be honest. I couldn't believe that Congress, that has been so vehemently fighting for dignity after death for the former Prime Minister, would not consider it worth their time to attend this, which is why I started by asking you, do you have a bigger, better picture?
Media coverages that were given. Even in the funeral, only one media house was allowed. That is the government media house was allowed. Other media houses were not allowed to be.
Tell me, which was the last state
everything.
government function where coverage was allowed by other media houses apart from
it's not
Doordarshan?
that. It's not that. It's not some form of an ordinary function. The ex-prime minister who had ruled for 10 years, it was his funeral. Every individual was paying respect, even with respect to seating arrangements. All forms of norms were flouted. When VIPs were entering the funeral processions were...
Okay, let's take it one by one. Sanju Verma is dying to respond. Yes, let's take it one by one. I have realized and our viewers have realized that you do not want to answer my question, perhaps because it is not convenient. But to your charges one by one. Sanju Verma, why was only DD covering the event? Because obviously it is a government-controlled channel. It was focusing more on the Prime Minister and giving more limelight to the ruling party representatives than the Congress leaders and the family of Manmohan Singh.
You know, Priya, I'm appalled that Lokesh, who's usually quite sensible, is trying to defend the indefensible. Let me categorically, for the benefit of your viewers, expose the Congress's duplicity and hypocrisy. Were state honors given to former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh? Yes. Full military honors were given to him during his last rites. Was Manmohan Singh's family duly invited to ensure that they partook of the last rites? Yes. Has Amit Shah assured that there will be a memorial which will be built? Yes, Amit Shah has said in as many words to Mallikarjun Kharge. Has KC Venugopal, the Congress General Secretary, been abusing JP Nadda on Twitter? You just have to use, social media if you're not using it. And look at the deplorable language used by senior Congress party functionaries at just about anybody from the BJP. I just have a couple of quick points to make, and that is this. Karpuri Thakur was given Bharat Ratna in 2024. He was not a BJP leader. He belonged to Bharatiya Kranti Dal. Pranab Mukherjee was given Bharat Ratna in 2019. He was a career congressman for the longest time. PVN was given Bharat Ratna in 2024. He was a career congressman. He was not from the BJP. Sharad Pawar was given Padma Vibhushan in 2017. He is not from the BJP. He's from the NCP. Then you have Mulayam Singh Yadav. Despite our ideological differences, Mulayam Singh Yadav was posthumously given the Padma Vibhushan in 2023. He's not from the BJP. So my limited point is this. If you look at the track record of the BJP, it has never hesitated to honor people from the other side despite ideological or political differences. और यहाँ पर कांग्रेस की बात करते हैं. As you rightly said in your introduction, Priya, after the demise of PV Narasimha Rao in 2004, his body was not allowed into the AICC headquarters. Sonia Gandhi locked the doors of the AICC headquarters. From inside goes the story. And don't forget, ये वही पंडित नेहरू है who refused to attend Baba Saheb Ambedkar's funeral in 1956 and actually had the audacity to call Ambedkar a traitor who collaborated with the British. This is the same Pandit Nehru who wrote letters to his cabinet ministers saying do not attend Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's funeral when he died in 1990. And this is the same Pandit Nehru. Look at how petty he was. He refused to attend the last rites of former President Rajendra Prasad. तो किस मुंह से कांग्रेस के प्रवक्ता यहाँ बैठकर नैतिकता पर बीजेपी को भाषण दे रहे हैं?
Okay, Lokesh Jindal quickly, and then I want to get in Mr. NV Subhash, because a lot of what Sanju Verma has said is corroborated first hand by NV Subhash himself. Quick rebuttal, Lokesh.
No, this distorting of history is something unacceptable.
Which part?
Their theory that Jawaharlal Nehru was against Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is absolutely rubbish. In fact, recently, Mallikarjun Kharge ji had raised a question in the Rajya Sabha where he categorically pointed out the letters that were exchanged between Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and Jawaharlal Nehru. And these letters are very much in the archival records where Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel himself has stated that there are certain fools who believe that there is some form of a friction between Nehru and Patel with respect to who would be the Prime Minister.
No, but are you refuting the documents that Sanju Verma is citing?
No, these forms of naysayers who don't know anything about history and who only come up with certain novelist interpretation of history.
No, but Lokesh Jindal, there is a particular document that Sanju Verma is citing. Are you saying that it is fake?
Wait, Sanju Verma is over here is talking about history constructed in novel forms. She is not talking about facts and
no, I will give you facts, and that will also help me bring in Mr. NV Subhash. This is an interview that was given in July 2016. A certain person had accused Congress Supremo Sonia Gandhi of insulting former Indian Prime Minister PV Narasimha Rao. The question asked was, there is a real sense from your book that Sonia Gandhi got her revenge. This was about PV Narasimha Rao's last rites. You were General Secretary and you saw how Narasimha Rao's body was treated by Congress, and Sonia was then Congress President. The gun carriage bearing Narasimha's body was not allowed to enter AICC headquarters. Instead, it was parked on the pavement outside the gates with chairs for party leaders outside the gate. The book here is Courage and Commitment, an autobiography. And Mr. Lokesh Jindal, this is not a novel. This was a book written by Margaret Alva. And you know what she said? She said after this,
I'm talking about the accusations
whatever the difference is, he had been the, no, you spoke about the allegations coming out of a novel.
No. You cannot, in the garb of one incident, you cannot distort the entire history. On what basis are you talking about Jawaharlal Nehru? She said, she categorically stated about Jawaharlal Nehru having problems with Sardar Patel.
No,
now what,
she was talking about.
Wait.
She was
that
talking
was a very
about.
Strong charge that was made.
She
that
went
was a
beyond.
Very strong charge made. Please ask
Let me
Sanju
not.
Verma to
Sanju
come up with
Verma,
relevant
were you
facts
just
in
talking
supporting
about
this.
the problems that they had when Mr. Patel was alive?
You know, Lokesh, first and foremost, I don't need certificates from you on history. Secondly,
Neither
if you really want to learn about,
you some form of a certifying
I did not
authority.
heckle you. You were speaking at that point. Priya, can you moderate?
Let's please move on with our
words.
arguments, ma'am.
I was not
Ma'am
allowed
and
to
sir,
keep
my
quiet.
humble request. It's a very somber topic. Let's just stick to the arguments, please.
Yes, please, Lokesh, thank you. I don't need lessons in history. I would urge Lokesh to educate himself by reading the volumes of R.C. Majumdar, K.R. Malkani, Shekhar Bandyopadhyay, Debashish Banerjee, and it is amply clear that the utter disdain and contempt which Nehru had for Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is something that folklores are made of. And there is a letter dated 26 January 1946, which was written to the then first health minister, because already a provisional government had been formed by 1946. Nehru has written to Rajkumari Amrit Kaur then, talking about Patel and talking about Ambedkar in unflattering terms. Please go and read the letter.
No, differences. See, ideological differences are acceptable. One would think, Mr. NV Subhash, and everybody knows the kind of differences that there were with PV Narasimha Rao from the top ranks of the Congress party, especially Sonia Gandhi. But tell us a bit more about how it transpired when, Narasimha Rao was no more. And did he ever confide in you what he was going through in his party? We now all know what happened to his dead body once he passed away.
Good evening, everybody in the panel. Let us talk about the facts about the Congress party, because as Sanju Verma ji has been telling about the Congress party attitude towards their own leaders from 1947 till as on today. If Lokesh ji is really making some kind of allegation or on the defending on the Congress party, but the facts remain the same, whether it is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar or Shastri or PV Narasimha Rao or Sitaram Kesari or Dr. Manmohan Singh on that. It is very clear that the Congress party always wanted to focus on only the Gandhi family, and today when Dr. Manmohan Singh has no more, and then all the funeral process has been taking place, they wanted to again take the advantage because the Delhi elections are in a few days. So this is what they wanted to have some kind of votes from Delhi, because Delhi is very, very important for all parties, and they wanted to get on that. So when it comes to Narasimha Rao ji, when he passed away in 2004 in December 23rd after a brief illness, the Congress party had made sure that his body should be moved from Delhi to Hyderabad, because Sonia Gandhi doesn't want Mr. Narasimha Rao's any mark or any ashes or anything in Delhi. And the then Home Minister, Mr. Shivraj Patil, he has come to us and then he has persuaded to take the body to Hyderabad. The then Chief Minister, Dr. Y.S. Rajshekar Reddy of the Congress Party of the combined Andhra Pradesh, he had come all the way from from Anantapur, that is in Andhra Pradesh, and then he has asked the family members that I'll take care of it, because if the ashes, if the funeral take place in Delhi, there will be no the caretakers. If you see the Rajghat or other places, except the Rajghat, other places are not being maintained properly, the Congress party or the government will not take care. This is the persuasion which has been given by the UPA government and Shivraj Patil. It has been taken to Hyderabad, and then when we know that in Hyderabad hardly some few leaders came except Dr. Manmohan Singh and Chidambaram, but none of the Gandhi family members came to Hyderabad. Not only that, from 2024, from 2004 to 2024, as on today, no one has come to PV Narasimha Rao's memorial or the Samadhi at just Hyderabad. And leave alone that, and now they are making some kind of issue. Then issue that Dr. Manmohan Singh, the Bharatiya Janata Party has been insulting, and all these things. The same question we are asking, that what made Narasimha Rao to body to be shifted to Hyderabad? Can't you find a 2 acre or 1 acre place in Delhi? Because he was in Delhi. He has completely sacrificed for the benefit of the Congress party from many years. He worked with Indira Gandhi. He worked with the Rajiv Gandhi, and he also worked with Sonia Gandhi. And then he helped everyone in the Congress party. And the UPA government was in power from 2004 to 2014. They could not find one single leader coming either to Hyderabad or to Delhi when we family members have started organizing the Jayanti and the Vardhanti celebrations in Delhi and in Hyderabad. Hardly the second or third rung leaders just come for the sake of it. And Dr. Manmohan Singh also used to come, but he used to come in just for a minute and then pray his the tributes and go. Even in the centenary celebrations from 2020 to 2021, none of the Congress leaders have really done anything, because 100.
Yes, and even now when they speak about Ambedkar and carry the constitution everywhere, they were doing a special conclave in Belagavi, which was about Samvidhan, where they wanted to make some big talk over that issue. Till 2012, there was no memorial even for B.R. Ambedkar. And everybody knows the story about what happened to Bharat Ratna, to the maker of constitution. But talking about, picking up from what NV Subhash said about political aspirations in Delhi, from Priyanka Gandhi to Rahul Gandhi, they've all been describing him as a Sikh prime minister because, well, votes matter. Is that why Siddharth Sharma, Aam Aadmi Party, is also suddenly so sympathetic towards Manmohan Singh, and they want Bharat Ratna for Manmohan Singh? Because Punjab?
Yeah, Priya, I'll answer to your very specific question, but you very rightly said that this is a somber moment. And let me tell you that a BJP ecosystem that claims itself to be a Vishwa Guru and claims itself to be a flag bearer of Indian ethos and Indian culture does not have the liberty to compare itself with anyone else. Basically, it's a self-defeating argument. Simple fact is that not providing 1,000 yards of exclusive funeral space for an educated economist, first Sikh Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, reeks resoundingly of BJP's own mediocrity as well as its insecurity to merit. Now, I'll tell you how Mr. Manmohan Singh was a statesman. Despite initial differences, he was the same Prime Minister who called on the Parliament to sit on New Year's Eve of 2011 to discuss an ombudsman bill that was agitated by Anna Hazareji, other activists like Arvind Kejriwal, and millions of common Indians. For the agitation was for the Parliament for a change to frame a law on itself rather than imposing law on citizens. For this very simple act of being a true Democrat, I think Manmohan Singh deserves the Bharat Ratna. I think I rest my case.
Can I come in, Priya? Because we had allegations at BJP.
Just 30 seconds. Let me also get Samajwadi Party here, Sanjeev Verma, because I'm completely running out of time. Pooja Mishra, where do you stand on this controversy?
I think what Congress, whatever you were pointing about the Congress, if in the past they did something wrong, it doesn't give the BJP right to do wrong. They didn't even provide a memorial site for late Prime Minister Manmohan Singh.
Memorial site, Pooja Mishra.
Where they have provided?
Sanju Verma,
At the time, at the time of
it's been given in writing to the family, is what somebody very responsible from
this
the
much time
BJP
was
said.
taken in the case of late former Prime Minister Vajpayee ji too. This much time taken.
Sanju Verma, memorial site where?
Why this discussion
Yes,
is
yes.
going
Puja
on?
Mishra, let her answer. No, please. Yes,
Point?
Sanju Verma.
You know, Priya, let me just say this, that between Nehru, Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi, in the heart of Delhi, 115 acres, which is, can you now please keep
But
quiet?
Sanju Verma, the question is,
Can I please finish, Priya? Can I please finish? Thank you. In the heart of Delhi, the three Gandhi leaders, Nehru, Indira and her son Rajiv, have 115 acres dedicated to them by way of memorial, which basically means 5.56 lakh square yards with a value of over 51,000 crore. और ये जो पार्टी आज बैठकर बीजेपी को भाषण दे रही है, the tallest Dalit leader B.R. Ambedkar, उनके लिए कांग्रेस पार्टी ने 2 बिघा जमीन तक नहीं खरीदी. That task was completed by Prime Minister Modi, and B.R. Ambedkar's splendid memorial is coming up at Indu Mills in Mumbai. It will be ready in March 2026. बैठकर बीजेपी को भाषण मत दो.
I have unfortunately completely run out of time on this debate, but it looks like one small, perhaps unpredictable fallout that happened that probably could have been avoided, but that does not take away from a very unkind history of Congress and its treatment of its stalwarts. Some of you will stay with me. Thank you others for joining us on this debate.
The News Hour Special Edition.